Hi everyone, welcome back to Muscular Development. You are watching the Buff Bombshell show. My name is Lauren Lotter. Before we get into this video, I would love it if you would go check out Muscular Development on Instagram. Go follow them, follow the channel here on YouTube. Give us a like, a thumbs up. Please comment down below with what you want to see next, and let's get into it. So today I'm going to be discussing a couple of things, and just for the record, Giles has said that I need to be more opinionated because apparently I'm too nice. Now, the reason why sometimes I am too nice is because I don't want to be hated, which I have been, by the way, by a couple of bikini girls in the past for being too opinionated. So today I'm letting loose and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think and feel. So I hope that you guys like this episode. I am drinking so much coffee and then I'm going to go to the gym because I need to grow my glutes. Now, if we get into it, the first thing I want to get into is the Legion Sports Festival, which is run by our wonderful Bojana Veselovic and the man with the mustache, Chris Minns, Minnis. They are married. Now, I love Bojana. She is like the Little Mermaid for me. She's got like the perfect figure. And she's an IFBB figure pro. And they have this show called Legion Sports Festival where they do these amazing, crazy trophies and they put on a spectacular show. It's been running for a few years now. And as you guys know, bikini is my jam. So I do tend to cover the bikini side of things a little bit more than the other categories. But it doesn't mean that I do not respect the other female categories or want to give them their due, because you cannot have bikini without having all of those other categories. So congratulations to Jourdain Lee, who won the Sports Legion Festival. She did the Arnold's UK a few weeks ago, and all I want to say is she does look a lot better in this show. For me, she came in a lot tighter, and I think it really reflected in her overall physique and just how she stepped on stage. So a beautiful package and just something to really go off on. And then I think this is women's physique, and the lady is called Avon Pennington. I don't know much about women's physique. I do not know much about many of the competitors, but what I will say is that it's an incredible way to look, and to put on that amount of muscle is just incredible. So congratulations to Avon for her win and for going to the Olympia. And then our next female is IFBB Pro Fitness Danielle Chiqueles. I don't know where she's from, but if you guys have a look at these trophies, they're absolutely amazing. And it is something that I do really like from the Legion Sports Festival, because their trophies are unlike anything else and they're made after superheroes. And who doesn't want a trophy like that? And then our last female winner was a wellness lady, Amanda Burnett. And again, she just looks absolutely spectacular. But again, congratulations to all of the ladies that took part in all of those categories. I'm going to dive a little bit more into the bikini round, so please don't hate me. So in first place, Jourdain Lee. I feel nervous. In first place, Jourdain Lee. And again, like I said, she just looked absolutely spectacular. I really liked her shape at this one. It is really interesting to see other shows when competitors go to the other shows and they might place, in top 5 and then win one. It just goes to show you that like one show might not be your best, and then you rock up to another one, and then that's the one that you rock and you win. So I thought Jourdain looked absolutely amazing. Like I said, this for me was a better look for her than what she presented at the Arnold's. And I just like this look a little bit more. So congratulations there. And I did like this package. So I think it's really cool. And Jourdain is in my top 10 for the Olympia, which I'm going to get to in just a minute. And then in second place, we had Lorna Dunbar. Now, Lorna is a pro that recently turned pro, I think about a year now. I really like her shape. She's coached by Paul Revelia, and she is definitely one of those Olympians that I feel like you should be watching out for. And I just love her entire presentation and package. And I have been looking at this lady for about a year now. So I am very impressed, and I cannot wait to see what else that she does. I feel like she needs maybe a little bit more glute, but then again, who doesn't? So I'm just really excited to see what Lorna brings to the stage in the Olympia. I think if she is qualified. I'm not so sure if Lorna is qualified yet, but she's in the top 3. So that will be interesting, and hopefully she makes it into the Mr. Olympia show for this year. So congratulations. And then in third place, we had our lady called Liliana Sakhanova. Whew, that's a name. I don't really know where Liliana is from. A very lean physique from Fit Body Fusion. beautiful, nicely balanced. I like everything, but I can see the difference now after having done this kind of review for like a year or two now. Have I been doing this for a year or two? Two. I've been doing this for 2 years, so it is really interesting to be able to see the physiques and like pick them out and be like, okay, like this is going to be number 1 or this is going to be number 3. So I thought Liliana did a really beautiful job here, and I think the placing was well deserved. And just a little bit more for the next show, and then we'll see where she places. And then in 4th place, we have Alessia Fascin from Italy. Again, Alessia is one of these Olympians that she's been on stage for a while now. She always cracks that top 10. And she's been in the bikini realm for quite a while. So it is really nice to see her cracking into the top 5 for these shows and winning them. And she's really consistent. She always brings the condition with her body. I really like that. In terms of her actual structure and balance, I think it always improves year on year. And I feel like this year it's definitely been a lot more refined. And I like this look on Alessia more than I did last year. So Alessia, if you're watching this, I think you look beautiful this year. That's what I'm trying to say. So I thought this was her best look to date. And I'm excited to see what she does for the rest of the year. And then in 5th place, we have Kaylin Long. I don't know too much about Kaylin, and I'm not really sure how long she's been a pro for, but we'll just go over her physique. Really beautiful balance. She looks like a taller athlete. Again, really nice condition and just really nice packaging for everything. So again, I don't know too much about this lady, so I don't want to say too much without really knowing who she is. Okay guys, sorry about that. We had a little bit of a technical issue, but I am back. So that is our top 5 for Legion Sports Fest. And in that show, we had 16 bikini competitors. So again, a really good lineup. It's always really nice to see the amount of pros that enter these competitions and they make the show what it is. So I am excited with that. And congratulations again to Chris and Bojana for putting on a spectacular showing. It looked amazing. And then I'm going to get into sort of like a mini pre-Olympia prediction for the bikini round, just because, like I said, bikini is my jam, but I wanted to quickly show you this because I think this is absolutely incredible. I was looking like through my lunchtime and I started having a look at the qualified point standing, and the Bikini Olympia is huge this year. It's absolutely huge. There are 49 qualified female bikini competitors that will be taken to the stage, and Ashley's only taken like 8 wins this year, so that's pretty good. Sorry? I don't know, but you go, Ashley. I love it. I think I'm going to get to this point in a second as well, but there are 49 bikini qualified Olympian competitors that are stepping on stage this year at 2022. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be insane. And then in the point standing, you have 113 females who have placed in shows this year to qualify getting points. And that is ladies who have competed and placed, not taking into account the pros that have competed and not placed, which goes to show just how many professionals there are in this sport, because that blew my mind today as I was busy looking at this list and I was going through it and I thought, oh my God, how do new pros even get a look in? Because this is a lot of ladies that are just in the points standing and they haven't even qualified yet. And then you have a look at the amount of women that have actually qualified and it just completely blows my mind. So that is really interesting to have a look at for this year. And if I'm just going to throw it out there and give it to you right now and say who my top 6 will be: Jennifer Dory, Miss Bikini Olympia 2021, Elisa Passini, Bikini Olympia 2019, Ashley Kaltwasser, 13, 14, 15, Bikini Olympia. Lorelie Chapadas, Miss Bikini International for the Arnold's US this year. And then also Ivana Escanda from Spain. I think those ladies are going to be sort of the front runners for me. And then in terms of a dark horse pick or in that top 10, I'm going to go with Jordan Lee, Francesca Stoica, and Daraja Hill, because I think that those ladies have all of the potential to sort of knock into that top 5 this year and to really go for it. And you know, if something happens with one of the athletes, you know, God forbid or something, then, you know, it's anyone's game, and you just have to kind of see who makes it there on the day and what they all look like. And then in terms of all of the other competitors, again, this was kind of a big shock for me to see, because as I was going through the list today, I had a look at the ladies that were qualified, and I was really surprised by some of the names that actually were not on the list, who have been on the previous Olympias for the last couple of years. So either like 2, 3, 4 years running in the past. And it does make me sad to say, like, Jasmine Gonzalez is not yet qualified. Nora Mahonen is not there. Romina Basaldo is not yet there. And these are big names, like big names that I have really looked up to for the last couple of years. So I was really surprised to not yet see them there. So I am kind of curious to see what happens. The same with Adriana Kazmark from Poland and Lauren Danan Miller from the USA. You know, these are really big names, and it's just really interesting. It just goes to show how much this sport has not only grown just in bikini, but overall in terms of the entire popularity and just what it stands for. But it is absolutely humongous. Like, it is humongous. So that is sort of my take on the Olympia as a kind of a pre-bikini Olympia prediction. And then just to kind of give you my take on what I feel about the current pro league system, because I do think that there are quite a lot of professionals, but you know, we'll just see what happens. And then obviously we go into the other categories for the other ladies. I will do a breakdown of this. I have my spreadsheets. I've literally started doing one for the bikini, so I'll do one for the others, and then I will post it up on Buff Bombshell for you guys, because I just think it's absolutely incredible. Which brings me into the next part of this Bikini Hot News segment. And I'm first going to go to Ashley Kaltwasser, because there is so much drama when it comes to things in bodybuilding. Like, I just feel like this year has been a little bit dramatic. And I was watching something on Ashley's story, and I don't want to be a salacious gossip news feed or anything, but I am going to bring it up because I think it's kind of terrible when somebody tries to bring down somebody else's work and their achievements. So Ashley, we all know she loves to compete. She does it for a living. This is her career. So when somebody goes on and makes comments about, like, you shouldn't be winning or you shouldn't be taking places from anybody else or whatever, I know I did that slightly earlier, but that was meant as a nice joke and not as something that was meant to be rude or whatever. But when you see it on somebody else's profile, when they kind of get attacked like that, it does put into perspective just how upset other people are. Now, I think that if you're a professional in this sport and this is your career and you are at the top of your game and this is what you love to do for a living and you kind of rely on it for not only your income, but it is something that you actually live off of, then you should be allowed to do as many pro shows as you want, and you should be able to enter them as many as you want and as freely as you would like, because this is what you do for a living. It would be like me going to work and say, like, I'm only going to work 1 day a week because this is what I do, but I'm not going to get paid for the other 4 days. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. So Ashley, keep on going. Go for as many wins as you like, and just say no to all of the haters out there that are going to attack you, because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And that is what I want to say to any other professional out there that is thinking about competing. If you want to compete as many times as you want, then go and compete as many times as you want. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. And then this sort of brings me on to the next thing, because the bikini world has been absolutely rocked this week by certain pieces of drama. And without giving you my side and how I feel about it too much, which you probably can gauge by my reaction to certain things, I am going to say that this week has been really tumultuous on Instagram, with everything that between Lori Chapadas and her previous coach, James Ayotte. Now, I don't know if I say that correctly, but I am just going to say this. Regardless of whatever has happened, it does seem like there is a lot of pain with both sides, and there is a lot of pent-up pain from things that might have happened in the past with people passing away, etc. And we should all take that into consideration when we look at both sides. So this is obviously gearing up for the Olympia. We are now in the busiest stage of people's prep, and it is really kind of something to take on board when you look at stuff like this and how it can not only affect somebody else, but how can it also affect a coach. So there is just so much happening now with this, and it just seems like quite a lot to put online. I know that last night I had a look through everything because I just thought, wow, this is a lot. But I just think for both sides, it's incredibly a lot. And maybe it should not be on such a public profile in terms of putting it out there, because this is quite upsetting in many ways for many people. And I'm sure like we all want to understand about taking a side, but it is really difficult. But you guys, that is just my opinion. I'm going to move back to Ashley Kaltwasser here, who I think will crack into top 5. And then with that being said, I hope that you enjoy this episode. Please give me your comments down below on what you want to see next. Give me your opinions on what you thought about this entire episode, whether you think, something about one thing, or if you think of something about Ashley's haters. I'd like to know, because I tell you what, that's life. So you guys, I hope that you all have an amazing day. Please make sure to go pick up your copy of Muscular Development with Phil Heath on the cover for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe to this video, subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Go check out the guys that do a lot of different videos, and we will all see you guys very soon, very soon. Bye, everyone.